All right, so let's do right foot forward, left foot back, short split stance, our warm-up stretch for the day. So reach up, look up, push up off your back toes, and then as you send your hips back, lift your front toes and hands go back. So let's do a few more like that. Up and back. And pay close attention to, oh, it's saying my doing, up and back. And then pay attention to hamstrings as you send your hips back and your upper spine as you look up. Let's do one more on this side. Okay, let's switch legs. Reach up and back. Let's do 3 more full ones, just paying close attention to where you're tied at today. And last one. And take it back. Okay, so now we are going to do a few squats and we're going to work on kind of activating our glutes. Then we're going to try and stretch them. Okay, so hands across shoulders and let's move down and up. So just basic squats. Make sure your feet are parallel. And if you can, get down to about 90 degrees. So now this time, stay down in your squat position. Put your hands on the outside of your knees and then push and resist with your legs. Okay? And then come back up and let's repeat. Come down. Hands on the outside, push out with your knees as you resist with your hands and bring it back up. This is really good for total body activation. Come down, push and resist. We're gonna hold a little bit longer. I know it's a lot of work. Hold longer, push hard, 3, 2, 1, and bring it up. Okay, shake it out. I know that's not much, but it's a lot of work. Okay, so a little more warm up with hips and then mobility with upper body. So arms out in front, we're gonna step right and reach right. Side to side. Let's do 2 more. And 1. Okay, go the other way. Two more. And 1. Okay, so now let's get into hips and hamstrings a little bit more. So let's see if we can just really relax hips. So I'd suggest holding on to something for this one. So we're just gonna do leg swings, forward and back. If you really wanna test your balance, you could do it without holding on, but we're just trying to warm up the hips. Okay, now go side to side across the front. Just make sure you're not locking your right knee, but that you stay really anchored through your foot. Okay, and now big circles. And then go the other way. Okay, let's do the other leg, which is, I'm gonna just move over here because it's just weird to hold on that way. Forward and back. So really stay relaxed with the swinging leg and then side to side. Okay, and then big circles. Let's see if I can do this without holding on. Yeah, it's kind of hard. Okay, other way. All right. Okay, let's do a figure 4 stretch. So anchor the right leg, cross the left ankle over, and then hips go back. Notice how the left hip's feeling. Again, you can grab onto something for balance if you'd like. And then see if you can fold even further forward. Okay, come all the way up and let's switch legs. Cross it over. Yeah, that feels a little tight today, at least for me. Okay, and then bring it back up. Let's get into the hamstrings a little bit more. So we're going to go to a split stance. kind of a medium split. I'll turn so you can see what I mean. So this would be a short split, you know, that would be long lunge. So we're going medium, hands go to hips, and then we're gonna push our chest forward as our hips go back and up. So we're trying to really lengthen the front leg. And then bring it back up and take the back leg back a little further now. Back leg goes back, both legs straight, push your hips back, reach your chest forward, keep a long spine, so don't round through your back, okay? Long spine. You might be getting some calf now with the leg back further. Okay, now we're gonna go back even a little further. The heel might not go down now, that's fine. So both legs are straight, push your hips back, reach your chest forward, and then the front leg, you're going to take that hip and drive it back. Okay, so you push the hip back. Okay, let's switch sides. So start with our medium split stance. Both legs straight but not locked. Push your hips back, reach your chest forward until you feel your front hamstring. Let's hold there. And then lift up, step back a little further, legs straight, hips go back, chest goes forward. And then make sure your shoulders aren't rounding forward here either. Keep shoulders back and chest moving forward. Okay, one more time, back a little further. Maybe the heel doesn't go all the way down. Both legs are straight. And hips back, chest forward. And then drive, so your front leg, that hip, drive it back. Okay, so what happens is the hip bone on the back leg is going to move forward. You think of it that way. Okay, and then come back up. Let's shake it out a little bit. Move into some inner thighs, so wide legs. We do this one a lot too. Parallel feet and move side to side. So moving slowly. And the thing is, just because I say where you might be feeling it at doesn't mean that's where you might actually feel it at, because our bodies are all a little different. So if you're feeling more hamstrings or more inner thighs, totally normal for you maybe not to feel it where I'm saying our focus is. Okay, let's hold to this side. This knee is bent, and then start to push your hips back and up as you straighten the leg. You might not get it all the way straight, that's fine if you don't. Bend the knee again and work through that slowly again. Start to straighten the leg as the hips go back and up. Okay, other side. Plant the hands, push the hips back and up slowly. Just gradual lengthening here. Bend the knee again and push the hips back and up. Okay, come all the way back to the center. We're going to do a quick windmill. So we're going to keep our feet wide, but you can adjust them. Maybe you can go a little wider if you feel comfortable with it. So arms are going to move out to the sides. Okay, bend the knees a tiny bit. Okay, long core, long spine, and then start to tilt as you push your hips back, reaching fingertips towards the ground, but they don't have to touch. Come back up and switch. Now this time, as you rotate, see if you can keep your weight equally distributed between both feet, because you probably shifted your weight a lot more into one foot. See if you can keep equal pressure. That means you have to pay attention to what your feet are doing. Okay, I feel like my hips are finally starting to kind of loosen up here. Takes a while. That's why yoga classes are long. Takes a while for your body to actually say, oh, it's okay for us to relax. Okay, come back up, hands behind your head, and just little tilts. Side to side. Okay, let's bring our feet back in. Check our time, we got 2 more minutes. Okay, so feet are going to be close together here. I'm going to take an inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold, push your hips back. And then release your arms towards the floor. Okay, so now from here, move a little bit, hips side to side. If your hands don't touch the floor, you can either bend your knees more so they do, or you can even plant your hands on your shins or above your knees just for support. We're just moving hips side to side. Okay, and then walk your hands up your legs. And we are going to take right leg, cross it behind your left. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing. So hands on hips, start to fold. And then once you've folded, you can release your arms and support yourself if you'd like, and then move hips side to side. And then walk yourself back up. And let's switch feet. Left behind right. Knees, make sure your knees are always a little bit bent. Don't lock them out. Hinge forward. Release your arms. Move hips side to side. So we're trying to get hips and low back. Okay, and then walk yourself back up. We're going to do one more. Hopefully you're moving slowly. I don't want anybody to get lightheaded. Now we're going to take feet about hip width apart, so line up with the front of your hip bones. That's our distance. Hinge from the hips. Okay, fold forward, and now you're going to relax your head, your neck, your arms, and just hang. And now sway your upper body side to side. Bending your knees so your lower back can relax. And then release in the center. Shake your head yes and no a few times. And take a deep breath right here. And then walk yourself up very slowly so you don't black out. Okay, we are all done for today. Thank you so much for joining.